Well, welcome back, everybody. We are all about good causes here at KSN, and this is no exception. We are happy to have the owner of Midwestern Entertainment. His name is Lance Chaffin. He is here with us today to talk about how the organization is having a little fun and helping raise money for the Andale HSO. Lance, great to have you with us.
Great to be
today.
here. Thank you.
So you guys are putting on a show this weekend, a wrestling show.
Yes, sir.
Tell folks who have seen maybe on different levels how this compares to what they know.
Well, basically, when you have the vision of professional wrestling from a fan's perspective, you think of WWE.
Sure.
You think of the biggest quality product on the market. And what we're doing is we're trying to create that same professional feel, the same crisp, polished product, and we're bringing that down to a home base. And what we're doing for Andale is a big fundraiser show. I'm excited. I'm from that area.
Yeah.
I've never wrestled this close to home, so I'm real excited to be out there in the Andale for the Andale folks.
So not only are you a promoter, not only is this your venture, but you also get in the ring and you perform as well.
I do get in the ring, and we'll see what happens this weekend in Andale. There's a few people out there in my company that are kind of testing their bounds, and I think the Mangler might have to get in the ring and show them a little bit about what's up.
That is a guy I do not want to meet in a dark alley. I can tell you that right now. One of the things you talked about with me, and I think this is important to point out, we know how this works, but what I think people take for granted is the time and the effort and the energy that goes into preparing.
Absolutely.
Just give us some insight on that.
We've had a couple of months to prepare for this, and we're down to the wire. The show's tomorrow, and I've got about 120 hours left of work to do.
Yeah.
So it's real intense. Unless you have a passion for what this business is, it's really hard to stick to it. And the prep work that went in, I've got to thank my creative team that I've got in place. I've got to thank my girlfriend who's been doing everything behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And without all of these people and all of the collective efforts, a product like this is not going to be able to be put in place. And what you can expect from my show that you cannot expect from a lot of the other independent branded shows is the production value of our show, the cosmetic appeal to the audience. It is like going to a WWE show on a smaller level.
Yeah. Now, you've been at this for a few years, so this is not something you just picked up to put on a show here.
I have. I'm from this area. I'm from a small town west of Wichita, and right by Andale. And what happened was I came home from Florida, where I trained under the names of Hulk Hogan, Brian Knobbs, and Ric Flair.
And we've heard some of those names before.
Great guys, and they taught me a lot of what they know, and I'm trying to utilize their knowledge and be able to provide the same product from their perspective, what the fans in the smaller towns would like to see.
That's fun. Talk about physically what it takes, the rigors of preparing physically to do something like this.
You might want to talk to my doctor instead of me for that. It's really demanding. It's physically demanding. Not only the time that you're in the ring or the training that you do to prepare for that, but also the time on the road, the time away from family. Not spending time in your own bed on the hotel beds, and so it's really, really rigorous. As far as the training goes, I've spent time wrestling, and I've spent time doing other sports before that.
Yeah.
I've never been injured as many times as I have wrestling, and I've never came back from an injury as fast as I did whenever I was wrestling.
Interesting. Okay, if folks have never been out to a show like this, and what do you think would surprise them the most?
I think what would surprise folks the most is the fact that this is a family-friendly product.
Okay.
This is a family-friendly, all-ages show. We're also doing a silent auction to benefit the HSO over there, so that's going to be something, too.
And like a PTA for people who aren't familiar.
It is their parent organization. It facilitates a lot of things for the children. But as far as our show goes, you're going to be able to get a good quality product. It's going to be a family-friendly show for all ages. So bring the little kids out, bring Grandma and Grandpa, because everybody's going to enjoy what we have to show.
You won't put them in the ring, though, Grandma and Grandpa. No, they're safe on the
sidelines.
Good.
Come to training, though.
Okay, very good, Lance. Sounds like a lot of fun. We do want to remind folks that this takes place this Saturday, April 9th at Andale Elementary School inside the B Gym doors. It will open at 6 p.m. The show will begin at 7. Ticket pricing for students K to 12 is $5 and adults are $7, and tickets are also available online or at the door. It is for a tremendous cause. Thanks a lot for stopping by. Have a great event this weekend. We appreciate it. By the way, I was going to wear my hair like that. I just don't have quite enough. Up next, a quick spin around some of the stories that will have you talking this weekend, including the rescue efforts to save this adorable little bear cub from a fire. We go from wrestling